guys, welcome to RayFx, and today we will be looking at 5 currency pairs that I'm looking forward to trade when markets opens. All right, but before that, I would love you guys to I would like to know your reaction, whether you like it this way or you like it the old way. I mean, how I used to post the analysis with some write-up and all of that, or you love it in this video format, so that I keep on giving out these videos probably each and every day if I can, or probably still continue giving you the analysis just like how I used to do it. All right. So before we start, anyway, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am trying to build the numbers here as well. Man has to get some reward, at least, you feel me? Per the time that I'm spending to show you guys this. Just hitting the subscribe button shouldn't be so hard to do. All right, so please subscribe, please share. Let's grow the numbers on Telegram. Let's grow the numbers on here as well. And I wouldn't want to talk too much, so let's just get into the video. All right, so I have this here. I have EURUSD here. All right, but before I start to analyze any pair, what I do is that I go to the higher time frame, and to me, my highest time frame is the daily. I don't go beyond that. So when I get to the daily, what I do is I look for the trend of the market. Okay, I just look for the trend of the market. All right. So when I come to the daily, for instance, let me zoom out and see things clearly. Okay, I can see that price was inside an uptrend. All right, we had this higher high, higher low, a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low. But for some time, all right, EU stopped making high highs and high lows, all right, and it started moving in a very it started moving in a particular pattern. Let me bring the drawings out here. All right, so when I bring the drawings out, sorry, what just happened? When I bring the drawings out, all right, you realize that EU was moving in a widening wedge pattern. Okay, it was moving in that particular pattern. So having identified this, what I then do next is I go to my smaller time frame, which is a 4-hour, to then look at market behavior, see if market is respecting certain key levels in the market or not. All right, so for me on the daily, these two major levels are the most important to me. I always look for price to get there before I sell or before I buy. Okay, depending on what level that it reaches. All right, this bottom level will be the support for this channel. This upper level will be the resistance, and probably we'll have some mid levels which are also important. All right, but then I wouldn't like to bore you guys with that right now. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame and let's see what's happening. All right. So on the 4-hour time frame, let me just zoom in a little bit. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame, what do I see? As I said, price was moving in a widening wedge formation, and as you can see, whenever price gets to the resistance of the channel, it falls. Gets to the support, it rises in that particular fashion. But let's look at where current price is sitting right now. Okay, we realized that previously price came to the support level and it did rise. But for some reason, we can realize that there is this mid-level here where I have this horizontal line. Okay, that's the resistance line. Let me use the arrows. Maybe that will make you see things. Or probably let's use the brush. Okay, so you can realize that this level, okay, served as resistance. As you can see, it's also served as resistance here. Price fell from that level. Price drove through this level, but it was rejected. I still consider this to be an important level. It then became support. It rose up to a major resistance level and it fell, got rejected again, and now current price has been doing rejecting from this level a couple of times, so many times that I can't even count. So what it shows me is that coming next week, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all right, we are likely to have price push down back into this level, all right, push down back into this level and maybe probably rise up again or something. But you know, I'll be bearish next week on Euro USD. All right, but I'll only look for entries when we move to the 1 hour time frame. You realize that we have a double top formation. Okay, let's zoom in better. You realize that we have what? A double top formation. Okay, now because we have already formed this double top, I'll only look to sell this market after this level. Okay, let me draw it better. I'm sorry, forgive my drawing is very poor. You know what, let's just use the horizontal too. Okay, I'll look for this level. Let me make it black, let me make it a little bit deeper. Okay, I'll look for this level, a break of this level, a retest. Okay, and then a signal at the retest, and then we fall to the downside. That is what I'll be looking out for on Euro USD. Okay, now let's move to GBPUSD. It's another pair that I'll be looking out for to trade. Okay, so let's move GBPUSD. Let's see what's happening on GU. On GU, what is happening on GU? Oh, my internet, bro. Okay, so this is what we have on GU right now. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so this is what we have on the daily. Okay, we have this on the daily. All right, now on the daily, what do we have? I usually tell you when I come to the higher time frame, the one day or the day one or whatever, what I look out for is the trend of the market. So what do we have? We can see we have a beautiful uptrend. Okay, a beautiful uptrend. All right, after identifying this beautiful uptrend, you can see that there's a level where price retraces to and is trying to rise back up. All right, this is the only important thing to me. What I'll do next is I'll go to the 4-hour time frame and just look at market behavior. How is market reacting to certain levels in the market? All right, so I'll then move to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame. I'm sorry, forget about these fractals. Let me remove that. All right, so this is a 4-hour time frame. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, what do you see? We see that even though market respected this level, okay, it went up there, bounced up, but then there's also this level, this zone, okay, which was which was support here, support, another support level. It was resistance here. Okay, so this shows us that this zone is a very key level or key zone in the market, and whenever price drives to that level, we are expecting something to happen. Okay, so right now what we see, just like on EU, is that the market failed to break this structure a couple of times. Forgive the arrows that I've drawn there. I think I have to delete that. I did this last week. Okay, so for some time, you realize that price has been failing to break this level, and it has even formed what we have here, a double top formation. So coming next week on GU as well, I'll be bullish, and I'll only sell this market after. You realize that for every double top, it forms this mitigation something block. Yeah, I think mitigation block or something. All right, so the mitigation block will just be that this peak right here, the peak here. Okay, so I'll look for this zone to be broken, retested, and then we fall to the downside. All right, don't worry, I'll still post the images inside the charts so that you guys have a better look at it. So on EU, I'm bearish. On GU as well, I'm also bearish. All right, now the next thing that we will look at is let's look at EURJPY. No, let's look at EURCAD. Okay, let's look at EURCAD. So this will be our third pair that we will be paying attention to. So on EURCAD, I'm sorry, let me clear these guys before. I don't know why I have it here. I think I was showing something to someone. Okay, so on EURCAD, let's first move to the daily. All right, I told you on the daily, what do? I just look for what the trend of the market. All right, let me hide these guys for you guys to see what I always do. All right, so on EU, you can realize that for some time, okay, for some time, what was the market doing? We had this sort of what, a down push. Market made a lower high, lower low, and then it failed to make lower highs and lower lows. The market was just for consolidating for some time, and then we broke the consolidation, retested, went to the upside to test these highs here. And what did market do? Market fell from the high to do what? To retest the zone of the previous breakout. Okay, and it's falling. What did it do? Market was trending downwards. It made a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. So we got to the level, all right? And currently, this downtrend movement was broken and retested, all right? So what I expect is that, and on the daily, you can also see that we had these two bullish candles. Let me zoom in properly for you guys to appreciate what I'm talking about. So this was the breakout. Sorry. So we had this breakout here, retest, and then a push to the upside. Okay, but then market closed in a very bullish way. So I expect price to push to the upside, retest, and then we further go to the upside. All right, and even we have a pattern here on the daily, which is what the bull flag. The bull flag always forms in this particular fashion. You have the pole of the flag, and then you have the flag. We have market pushing down, doing that. And then after the breakout retest, and then we move to the upside. And always the move to the upside should always be equivalent to the pole here. So I expect price to get to this level. You realize I have marked a level here. I expect price to get here coming next week. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what is actually happening over there. Okay, let's make it just a little bit bigger. I'm sorry, my chart looks very messy, but we will get there. Okay, so on EURCAD, as you can see, markets, we don't see a lot of rejections on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we see just this one rejection off of this level where price initially had so many rejections, and then we failed to retest the trend line, okay, which was also a very important support level. All right, so there was support here, support, and it's what it intersected with the trend line that we had. So this gives me more well, I don't even know the word to use, more courage or more I don't know what word to use. All right, and I believe we'll still break this level, retest, and then push to the upside on EURCAD coming next week because of the flag that we formed, and price has to go to the upside. Okay, so the next thing that we'll look out for is I think this is a fourth pair also. Okay, let's look at EURJPY. Let's see what's happening on EURJPY. Forgive me, I don't use this, so let's first move to the daily time frame, the 1 day. Okay, on the daily time frame, what do we have? Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, now when we zoom in, what do we see? We realize that price was going over, price pushed to the upside, formed a high low, a high high, and a high low. Price was basically in an uptrend, but for some time, price failed to make higher highs and higher lows. Okay, which indicates that there is a possible change in market trend. Okay, and you realize there's this very key level in the market where price tested it as support for a couple of times, and now we broke through the level. We have not retested it as what? As resistance, and I believe market is going to fall to test these lows. okay, to test these lows. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what's actually happening over there. So on the 4-hour time frame, sorry, let's clear these nasty guys. Get out of here, bro. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what actually happened. You can realize that we had a very clean break of this very important zone, and then we had a retest back into the level. We fell to test this lows, okay, to test this low. And coming next week, what I expect is that I expect market to do what? To push a little bit to the upside, give me that double top, fall, retest, and then what? Push further to the downside. That is what I expect to happen on EURJPY. I'm bearish on EURJPY, bearish on GBPUSD, bullish on EURCAD. And let's look at the last pair. I love JPY. I love JPY pairs. I just don't know why. CHF JPY. You know what? Let's look at GBPJPY. It's also a very important pair. Yeah, it's a very important pair. Let's look at the daily. Okay, so what happened on the daily last week? So you realize that on the GBPJPY, what do we have? Forget about these guys. Okay. On GBPJPY, what do we have? We have what? Market moving in an uptrend and also moving in a channel. This channel will probably be a wedge, was moving in a wedge pattern. Okay, and what do we have? We broke this wedge, consolidated for some time, and then you can realize that we had this key level in the market. Okay, a very strong level, which was what? Resistance here, resistance here, resistance there, and then it was support. And the market has broken that level. So what do we expect to happen? We expect price to what, to retest this level and then fall further to the downside. Okay, you can also see that you can also say this is what we call the bear flag, okay, or the bearish flag, or whatever you call it, which is always like this. Then you have this push, then you break, retest, and then you fall. And always the fall has to be equivalent to the pull, and I consider this to be the pull, and price has to come down to this level. All right, that is what I expect. So when we move to the 4-hour time frame, I think that is where we would actually see what was really happening on the pair. Okay, we are going to look at market behavior, how it reacted to these levels. Okay, I don't know why this thing is not opening. I guess it's my network. Okay, I think it's in now. Okay, so on GBPJPY, this is what I'll be looking out for. You see this level? We just broke it. Okay, so I expect price to push a little bit to the lows here, push down a little, retest. Okay, or probably form a double top. Okay, then we fall, retest, and then we go back to the downside. That is what I expect to happen on GBPJPY. Thank you very much for watching this session. Leave a like if you like this content, and share with your friends. Thanks for having you guys, and thanks for having me, and thanks for appreciating the work that I do. I really appreciate you guys as well. Have a good trading week. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.